Hey, what's going on, guys? It's MamaBear Vixen back with another video of MamaBear Plays Minecraft. And today we are doing our last video of our little build tutorial series. And this is our interior tour. Yes, that is right. I have completed the interior of our show house. So, let's get started and let's go in and see what I have done. As you see, when we come in, I have put up paintings and I've put down some carpet. And I've cornered off and sectioned off the walls and put in stairs and everything. Yes, I kind of went a little crazy with the paintings. And that's just because you can change, you know, they're interchangeable. You can change what they look like. So let's go off to the right here. And this is where we're going to have our living room. Yes, I have a living room. As you can see, I have a TV. And it's made out of black stained hardened clay. And the speakers are notebooks. And then we have bookcases on either side of the wall, and as you can see, as you can tell, that this is, behind this wall is our sand stained clay. And this is why I had you leave it open, is because you can totally fill it in. It is totally a guide to decorating. And instead of making chandeliers like I mentioned in one of the previous videos, I instead made fenced, what I would call sconces, because that is exactly what the idea was here, is to put a corner fence and then a torch above to make it look like sconces. And then we have little flower pots with trees in them, and those are birch tree saplings. And then we have our carpet and our couch, and that pretty much takes care of our living room. And I do apologize a little bit for the leg spikes. I've been playing and working on this house now for a little while in here, so might get a little leggy. It seems like the longer I play on this, the more leggy it gets. And in here off to the left of our entrance is our kitchen. Yeah, it is our kitchen, and you're going to see some blocks in here that are very specific to Pixelmon. Like these are flower stained paintings, or paintings that I'm going to call, and they were made from blocks that are specific to Pixelmon. It's from ruby blocks, amethyst blocks, and sapphire blocks. And I think that this just added a bit of detail that no other physical block in normal Minecraft could add. But you can certainly probably do this with something like a lapis block and maybe an obsidian block and a redstone block. You could probably achieve the same thing, just not quite the same texture look. And we have our table, and I made this table from redstone blocks and pistons. There are redstone blocks underneath these pistons to lift it up, creating the effect of a table. And then we have here our back counter. We have our cupboards, which are just, you know, they're just I think dark oak wood planks covered up with trapdoors. And then we have a cake, just to, you know, because it's a kitchen, and who doesn't want a cake in their kitchen? And then we have our stove, and I used a powered rail to create the look of a burner. And we have our sink. Now, typically in a sink, and you know, in a kitchen, I would have a faucet, and I would have water, and the faucet would be a tripwire hook. But because we're using glass, I didn't want it to connect, you know, have a connecting part to it. So I kind of just left it, and I left the cauldron empty. And of course we have our dishwasher. No, I did not put a trapdoor on it, because I figured there were probably enough trapdoors. And then of course we have more paintings, and we have a little rug. And in here, and I used jungle wood for most of this decorating part. I used jungle wood for the seats, which are just the stairs, and I used birch wood for the doors. Now this goes into a bathroom. And in here we do have a little couch, just because I really didn't know what to do with this corner. And I covered up the sand stained clay with sand stained glass paints. And I liked the little look that it created behind it. It just made it look a little interesting. And of course we have more paintings, and we have a painting that's, again, specific to Pixelmon. It's a Pokemon painting, and I managed to catch a picture of a Charizard, a Mega Charizard X. And we have another painting, and we have our cupboards, we have our all that. And we have a toilet. And yeah, the quartz block is in the ground. I did break out part of it and put it in the ground. And that's just because, we are on the ground, and it doesn't really work if you set it up like this. And it is set up with a button. And now this is an iron trapdoor, so it does need a stone button to work. And see here, this is what I was talking about. Here is our cauldron, this is our sink, and here is our faucet. And you can see that is the tripwire hook. Let's keep going, and we'll go upstairs. And now this is going to definitely be a short video, because this was only meant to be a tour of the interior. So here it is. I put a little carpet in going upstairs, and you can see that I made the stairs so they swung around and went up. And that's just because I like these stairs, and it actually reminds me of my grandparents' old house from when I was a kid. They lived in a house that had stairs just like this, and it just swung up into their upstairs. And now off to each side we have bedrooms, and they are fairly the same. Some blocks are a little different, and you can see that in the corners they're different. And I did fill in around the areas where I cut off the rooms and the stairs and whatnot. And here we see we have more paintings, and we have a bookcase, and we have a little design. Now these are crystal blocks, again another block specific to Pixelmon. Again, you can certainly interchange blocks that'll fit a normal Minecraft, a vanilla Minecraft. Like if you're watching and you play on the Skyblock server, you can still find a block that would fit this, And I'll show you in the other room because I actually used a different block that would probably fit. And here's our bed. And instead of a normal actual MC bed, I used wool blocks. I used white wool, the normal wool block, and then red wool. And I saw someone do this in a different house, and I kind of liked it because it gave it a little bit more upness. I don't, because you don't really sleep in Minecraft unless you're playing probably in a creative survival mode. And in actual survival, you need everyone to sleep, so that's just really not a possibility. And here you can see that I have a jukebox, and then I have our ender chest, and another few bookcases. And again here, specific blocks to Pixelmon. And now I left this open because if you put a block on top of this, you're not going to be able to open the ender chest, and you're not going to be able to place a disc on top of the jukebox. So that is that. Now I'll show you that back room in a minute. Now if you come across hall, and if you saw me come up the stairs, I did create a little seating area with a little coffee table and a painting behind with a shield and swords. And now of course when you use a different texture pack, or if you use the default texture pack, your paintings won't look like this, of course. But as I said, if you come in here, there's another bedroom, and oh yeah, in each bedroom I created a carpet that was shaped like a heart. This is a normal one, this is a normal heart, and I outlined each in black just to create the illusion of a heart. And here is this a cyan stained carpet, and then here's where I was talking about in there that is a Pixelmon specific block. This is a diamond blocks, and it will look just as good over there as it does here, especially if you want to keep these looking symmetrical and the same. There is your normal MC block, and in here behind here I used again diamond blocks, but I used the amethyst Pixelmon specific block, and it is all the same. The paintings are different of course, but these are all the same, and I put little flowers in just to make it look a little prettier. And now in this room here, if you come back here, I didn't want to put in another bathroom, so I made a storage area. It is kind of plain, but it does go up almost all the way to the ceiling, and you can open all of it. You can climb up. I put ladders in, and it is slightly cramped, but it works. And if you can see this, I actually turned it in so you can get from one, it opens up on both sides. It's not one separate storage area. You can get into it from both bedrooms. Now that is our interior of this house, and that is the conclusion of this tutorial. This ends our tutorial of this house. Now I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial, And if you'd like to see a short tutorial on how to do the interior, how I did my interior, and I can make it more vanilla Minecraft friendly instead of just the Pixelmon side. But since we were in Pixelmon Creative, I decided to go, make it more towards that. So, if you want to see it, just put in the comments that you want to see an interior tutorial, and I'll be happy to add that. So, with that, this ends this tutorial. So, I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was easy, and all of this stuff, and I just really hope you guys like it. So, like and subscribe to these videos. I do intend to maybe do some more tutorials if you guys like it. So, we'll see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.